Hello everybody, welcome to From the Desk of Ultra Films. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Venom the Madness action figure, so let's do this.
So the series this action figure is from is Venom Planet of the Symbiotes. It was created by Toy Biz in 1996, and it includes Lasher, Scream, Hybrid, Riot, and Venom the Madness. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Venom the Madness action figure.
So here's Venom the Madness from the Planet of the Symbiotes series. So Venom was fighting the Juggernaut, and the Juggernaut knocked him into a vat of chemicals that made him grow extra heads and extra limbs and made him go insane, thus creating Venom the Madness. This is by far my most favorite Venom action figure, heck, even my most favorite action figure in general. That's because of the detailed sculpt and the intricate design and the awesome paintwork on this thing and just how amazing it is. And also the funny but cool gimmick is very cool as well. Also, this figure is just very unique in general, just being because that it's the only Venom the Madness action figure besides the Diamond Select one. The only two Venom the Madness action figures that have ever been made was by the Planet of the Symbiote series of Toy Biz and the Toy Biz Diamond Select versions. You cannot find any other ones out there besides those two. I'm surprised that even Hasbro hasn't made a version of this guy yet.
This action figure also had 3 different variants, including a clear yellow one, a green one, and a solid yellow one in the Spider-Man 2000 action figure.
Sadly, the variants are too expensive, but whatever, as long as you can get yourself a Venom the Madness action figure, I'm pretty okay with that. Alright, so this guy is 6 inches tall, which back in the 90s, it was kind of surreal to see because the toys prior to him were only 4 inches tall, as shown by this web parachute Spider-Man right here. But yeah, it was definitely a lot different back then because they were used to this instead of this, but nowadays we're more used to this instead of this because of Marvel Legends always releasing those 6-inch figures. But yes, it was definitely a big change in scale. So the articulation on this thing is pretty basic. There's only 5 points at the arms, the legs, and the head. Nothing too much to it, but the gimmick and just everything else makes up for that lack of articulation. As for the sculpt on this thing, it's pretty freaking amazing, especially that head sculpt right there. It's just like so many heads too, so you just might as well say heads sculpt. But yes, he has a total of 11 heads. Yes, I took the time to count, and they all look amazing. Especially this big Venom head in the middle of all of them, just looking crazy. And then you got this one right up here that's articulated, and this one over here that's also articulated. They're limited in articulation, but heck, you can just add that to the articulation count. So instead of 5 points, you had 7 points, and that's pretty cool to me. He also had these other heads that were just sculpted into his chest that look amazing, especially this one with his tongue sticking out, and this one that's just merged into the spider symbol. It just looks amazing. So as for the rest of his body sculpt, it's very, very detailed. The muscles are really accurate. And what I like about it is the extra limbs as well. Now these extra limbs are not necessarily part of the figure, like they're glued on. And they are actually made of this soft plastic. See right here, you can move it around. Close to rubber, but they're still pretty solid. But they're really, really cool. And you can just move them around. Yeah, but they were very, very flexible. Now the paint job on this thing is awesome as well, because if you look closely, you will see that there's some green paint speckled all over Venom, just to give an extra dimension of detail and color scheme, and it looks amazing with the black paint and gives him a more alien look, and it's just awesome. And you can just see it all over Venom. And also the painting of the Venom symbol too is amazing. Just so much detail, and it goes all the way to the front, and it's just awesome. So the gimmick for this guy is you would have this button on the back right here, and you would press it and Venom would do this. Isn't that awesome? It's the Surprise Attacks head gimmick or action feature, whatever you want to call it. And it's one of my favorite action features ever. That's what really completes this figure for me. Just how funny and cool this thing is, and how you can actually scare some friends. I've actually tried it with a couple of friends, and I just went up to them and I said, hey, look at this action figure, and then boom, it scared them, and of course it's a surprise attack. I don't care how ridiculous this action feature is, I love it, and I love it very much. It's just so funny and cool and just makes it come alive. But such a really cool action feature for such a really cool figure. Die, Spider-Man! One thing I forgot to mention was this weird web Tendril Whip thing that he had. And there's another one on this other hand right here, but I bought it out of the packaging and it didn't come with it. But that doesn't disappoint me too much, because I don't really know the point of it, and I can just switch it to the other hand anyway if I wanted to. It's a bit harder to get in as the other one is, just easy to slip in, but you can just get it in there and you would have one on the other side. And it's just as equally as cool. So guys, that just about wraps up my review for the Venom the Madness action figure. I love this action figure so much, and if you like it too, then like the video. And if you want to see more Venom action figures, or just other products to review in particular, just comment down below what you want to see, and comment down below what you thought of this action figure as well. And subscribe for more content like this, and much more. I do funny videos, I do gaming videos, and many other videos with different subjects. This is technically a variety show. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and you'll see me in the next video. Goodbye.